What is up, besties? Y'all have been fiending for a new episode of Catfish, so I brought it for you. We are back with Kamie in season 9, episode 10, Kash and Kenya. Besties, we got Kamie back and she's here with her red flag, so we love to see it. The episode starts off with Neve flexing about some run in the desert, but we are not super concerned with that. Get to the episode, Neve. We get an email from 31-year-old Kash, who is a music artist living in Brooklyn, New York. He has an online girlfriend named Kenya, who he has been with for 5 months, and she's a makeup artist in Atlanta.
Again?
Red fucking flag. Y'all have only been talking for 5 months. You've written into Catfish, and she's also based in Atlanta. St. Louis and Atlanta are truly the Catfish capitals. For what reason, I don't know, but they are. Kash says that Kenya slid into his DMs on Instagram, and the rest is history. He says that he's ready to move to Atlanta with her, but she always uses her busy work schedule as an excuse to not video chat. Kash says that he even sent her a plane ticket to go and visit him, and surprise, surprise, she didn't show up. If you're shocked, raise your hand. If your hand is raised right now, put it down. It's not a shock. He claims that he tried to break up with her and move on, but she wormed her way back in. He says that he needs their help because his delusional ass still believes that she might be the one. The one for what?
It just wasn't gonna work, babe.
Oh my God. I feel like a Catfish marriage, sure, and even Kamie might be excited. I don't know if I personally would be excited. They quickly hop on a phone call with Kash, and we find out that he is currently conveniently in LA. They don't need to travel to New York to see him. It was too convenient for me. It's very much giving production already did it, but whatever. He tells them to pull up on him, so they do just that, and Neve immediately embarrasses himself by trying to be cool.
Bet. That's the first time I've said bet.
I know, I could tell.
Kamie tells him that he needs to do some Urban Dictionary lessons on the way, and I am hollering. Because Neve is really trying to be with it, and Kamie's like, you're not that girl. You've never been that girl. And I love this humbling session for him. They pull up to where Kash is staying, and there are quite literally red flags all over the yard. And Kamie says that this is foreshadowing, and it truly is. Neve clearly did his Urban Dictionary work on the way over because he hits Kash with this one.
What's up, buddy?
What's up, playa?
As they're standing outside, Neve asks if Kash notices anything about the yard, and Kash is like, yeah, we're for sure not in the hood.
I ain't in the hood, I tell you that.
Sir. This man is hilarious, unintentionally hilarious. When Neve whispers that there are red flags everywhere, Kash says that he ignored them like he's been ignoring all the red flags his whole life. And that is not a good sign. That is how you end up on Catfish, besties. So they head inside and get right to the nitty gritty. Kash says that he's a singer and a rapper, which in and of itself is a red flag, but we move.
A girl.
After talking on Instagram, he says that he and Kenya quickly exchange numbers. They talk about everything, and Kash says that he's ready to call her right now because he just loves talking to her. And I swear to God, if my man doesn't consistently have this energy, consistently keep this energy, then I'm sorry to say it, he is no longer my man. Kash says that he loves her and that their relationship is very serious.
You need to end it.
Neve says that if he loves her and she loves him, why haven't they met up yet? And it's like, sir, Mr. Neve, why did you have to go and rub salt in this wound? Shit. He doesn't know why they haven't met. That's why he reached out to you. That's why he's on the show. We find out that Kenya was the one who said that she wanted to fly to New York for her birthday to see Kash and then had the audacity to not even show up.
Trash.
Now, here's the thing. I am a firm believer in men coming out of their pockets for any reason, but specifically for birthday trips. But to not show up for said trip after he planned everything, booked everything, sent you the tickets, paid for everything, that's nasty work. She actually ghosted him the night before the trip, so he blocked her on everything. She then reached out to him on a texting app like right after he blocked her, and she just wouldn't stop reaching out to him. And she even called him crying, and he said that that's how he knew she really cared.
She kept trying for me, and that's why I knew, she really cared,
What's all this bullshit and shenanigans?
You're too grown for this kind of toxic and problematic behavior and thinking. I'm just going to say, the repeated crossing of boundaries is not an indication of true love. It's a sign of disrespect, and we all need to learn to take it as such and treat it as such. It's not that she really cared. She's trying to manipulate her way back in, and you let her do it.
I would recommend therapy, and I genuinely mean that.
From my perspective, blocking is a boundary. That person made it very clear that they don't want anything to do with you. So to go out of your way to ignore that very clear boundary that has been set is crazy, and not the kind of crazy that we like. I had an ex who low-key stalked me, and he did what Kenya did, but only I didn't take him back. I didn't see it as a sign of true love, but that's another story for another day. When they did talk again, she just blamed some family mess on ignoring him and not showing up. So when he eventually went to Atlanta to see her, they were supposed to meet up for dinner and she ghosted him.
Again. A fucking again.
And he blocked her, but she got back in because she cried on the phone. Being so easily manipulated by tears is crazy. Neve then embarrasses himself once again by saying that Kash is clearly outgoing and he's got Riz.
A lot of Riz.
It's like Neve. You could just say he's a very charismatic guy. But Neve is surprised and confused as to how Kash got himself in this predicament and why he chooses to stay in this predicament. And it's because he's a big dum-dum. What other reason do you need? Kamie says that Kash needs to consider that Kenya is not the girl in the pictures, and that could be why all of this is going on. But Kash then says that Kenya's work page to him confirms that she's real and the girl in the pictures because her clients tag her and vice versa. We then see pictures of Kenya, and Neve of course says, wow, she's cute.
Even just watching her in this video, I couldn't help but smile.
But we already know how Neve feels about a beautiful black woman.
Spectacular. Give me 14 of them right now.
They peep her personal page and her work page, and they deduce that she does in fact seem legit, which makes all of this even more confusing because it's like, girlie, what are you hiding? But Kash told Kenya that he was writing into the show. She laughed. She said that she must have been on her third strike. Girl, that's not funny. This girl does not respect you. This girl does not love you. She can't. But Kash then says that Catfish and even Kamie are like the feds.
You like the feds, feel me? You got like a 99% rate.
So he's putting it into their hands and God's hands before the crew heads out. So Neve and Kamie then get right to investigating in the Catfish office for once. Kash sent them quite a lot of information in comparison to what others have to give them, so it's kind of a good sign, but it could also be a very, very bad sign. You just never know. They start by reverse image searching a picture and they get nothing.
But you get nothing else from me today.
They then go to her Instagram page, and of course Neve decides to first look at her beach booty picture. This man. However, Kamie quickly peeps that nobody on the account says her name. The comments are mostly just emojis, and to me, it's giving bots. It's giving purchased comments because they're just so generic and easily replicated. And I didn't know that that was a thing that we are still doing in 2024. Neve decides to go back and search the phone number, and it gets a hit for a 26-year-old named Ebony who lives in Atlanta. They then search the number in Catfish. I don't know if you can hear the rain. It's pouring. It's pouring over here. They then search the number in Cash App, and it comes back once again to Miss Ebony. And in the picture, it's clear to me that this Ebony girl is the same one who was in a video with Kenya, and 2 seconds later, Neve and Kamie clock the same thing and lose their minds. Kamie earlier said that she wanted to meet the friend because the vibe seemed good, but she immediately takes it back. Kamie says that Kenya refusing to FaceTime makes sense if she is in fact really Ebony, but we have no idea who has been talking to Kash. We have no idea if Kenya is in on it, if they're catfishing him together, or if Ebony is just catfishing as her friend, which would be equally crazy as I think the other scenarios. But our little duo, they then head out to fill Kash in on their findings. Kash says that he feels like Neve gave him a pity hug.
Oh man, I feel like he gave me a hug. He pitying me right now.
And child, if you only knew. If you only knew. Neve gets right into things, and they show him the weird bot-like comments on her pictures, and Kash is quiet. He just seems to be taking in all of the information. They then show him the results of the phone search, and Kash says that he has no idea who Ebony is, and that Kenya has never mentioned anyone named Ebony, which is very, very sketchy. When they drop the bomb that Ebony is the other girl in the video that Kash received, he's dumbfounded and doesn't have much to say at all. Kamie says that there is still a possibility that he is talking to Kenya, but if that's the case, she's still hiding something pretty significant.
I know something you don't know.
But either way, something is wrong, something is off, and that right there is the truth. And I feel like I say this maybe every video. If I feel like I need to contact Catfish, I'm just breaking up with you. I'm done with you. Kash says that he just wants to get to the truth, and period, sir. Me too. Us too. So Neve then decides to just call Kenya. She answers right away, and Neve just briefly fills her in and says that they are there with Kash and want to help them meet up. Kenya says that she knows Kash, but this caught her off guard. Now, bitch.
You better watch those B words, ladies. You better watch those or you end up over in the ocean.
Why would you be caught off guard when he literally told you that he was going to contact Catfish?
What's not clicking? What's not clicking?
And I know Kash. Girl, is that not your man? What's going on here? But 2 seconds later, Kenya then confirms that they are together and she has genuine feelings for him. She says that she wants to meet with him, but there are some things he just doesn't know. Girl, we know. That's why the fuck we're here. But Neve then just comes right out with it and says that we know you're Ebony, and she says, but she doesn't deny the claim. She also doesn't like agree to the claim. So it's like, why is that your only response? But Neve says that Kash wants to meet her anyway, but she says that they can't come to Atlanta. And it's like, girl, how are you gonna stop us from coming to a whole city? If we wanna fly down there, we're gonna fly down there.
I seriously think that something is broken here.
But she agrees to come to LA, and it's like, girl, did you just want a vacation? But Kenya then says that she will book her own flight, and Neve was like, girl. But then we don't know for sure that you're coming. And she says that she'll text them the information and they hop off the phone. Now this, it's like you're obviously trying to hide something, right? But what are you trying to hide? And also, why would you not just let MTV book the flight for you? The whole thing is just weird. And Neve is usually a little bit more persistent. So I'm just wondering at this point what he knows that we don't know. I wonder if she's able to submit her receipts to them after to get reimbursed if she does book her own flights. Anyways, the next morning, Neve calls Kamie.
I just wanted to see what you were wearing so we could coordinate.
And I love that for them. We then find out that Kenya texted Neve saying that she lands at 11 and asks where she can meet Kash, so they're gonna pull up on Kash and get it figured out. But they decide to send her Kash's address anyways and then just wait. We get there and Kash is wearing neon pink, and it honestly just looks so good. I love a bright color. I love a bright color, says I mostly wear neutrals and black. But Neve sends Kenya a follow-up text just making sure that she's okay, she landed safely. She doesn't answer, so they try to call her and it goes to voicemail before someone knocks on the door.
Who that?
Kamie is freaked out because usually they're the ones doing the knocking. Usually they're the ones doing the bending.
Oh, so you doing the bending.
But Neve answers the door and he seems somewhat taken aback when he opens it a crack. Kenya walks inside and we all see that it really is Kenya. She looks beautiful and we're all very confused that it's her for real because then none of this really makes sense yet. She's also being really standoffish considering this is the man that she's supposedly in love with. Like, I don't know, when I love a man, I'm all up on him all the time. She says that Ebony is just her close friend and they're on a shared phone plan, so that's why her name came up. But to me, that isn't really checking out. That doesn't make sense unless this used to be Ebony's phone number, but Homegirl didn't say that. Because if it's a shared plan, then wouldn't both your names be on it? Or at least your name would be attached to your phone number?
Oh, this is giving clown.
Kenya says that she has a lot going on and she cares about Kash too much to hurt him anymore. She says she came out here to come clean.
Hold up.
She says that she's single now.
But I was in a relationship with somebody else.
Lord have mercy. So Kash was the side dude? City Girls up. Just kidding. Just kidding, obviously. We hate cheaters over here. Just want to be clear, that was a joke. Kenya says that she loves him and Kash doesn't believe her, as he shouldn't. And Kenya then drops the bomb that her ex is a woman.
Gay? Girl, don't play.
I don't think that this is a problem for Kash. I don't think he would have cared, but it's just, she never mentioned it before. So it's just like lie on top of lie on top of lie on top of lie. It's just very weird considering this is the man that you said you were in love with, you wanted to be with forever. Kenya says that she hasn't lied to him about anything except the relationship.
I haven't lied to Kash about anything except for my relationship. I haven't lied to him about anything.
Girl, that's a pretty big accept. I haven't lied to you about the fact that I was cheating on my partner with you.
Be fucking for real.
And neither of y'all knew that I was cheating. That's a pretty big accept. That's like a relationship ending accept. Kenya just keeps repeating that she wouldn't have come out here if she didn't love him, and she claims that she wants to be with him and broke up with her girl before she came. Is this supposed to convince me? Is this supposed to convince him? Is this supposed to convince us? Because this just proves that you're shady as hell and you wanted to secure your new boo before you got rid of your old boo, because why would you break up with your girlfriend right before you came? You're a messy ass bitch. Kenya claims that she's done cheating because lying didn't feel good. Oh, you poor baby.
You stupid.
Kash says that he needs some time and that they need to start all over again, which to me makes sense. Kenya then gets mad.
So don't do that. Like, act like do this, like this is new. Ain't nothing new. I lied. I'm sorry.
Which is crazy to me because you're a cheater and he's still giving you a chance, and you're pressed for what? Because it's not happening the way that you wanted it to? If you think maybe if you cry again, you get him to do what you want again? This lady's pissing me off. Kenya says that she doesn't want to start all over and basically says that her apology and leaving her ex for Kash should be enough.
I do hope common sense finds you soon.
No. That's not how it works when you're dishonest and disloyal to somebody. Neve and Kamie then take Kash outside to talk because what the hell is even happening? Kash reiterates that he doesn't want to rush and jump into things because she lied the whole time, so he doesn't really know her, which again is super valid. I feel like for once Kash is being level-headed and he's not thinking irrationally. Neve then asks Kash where he wants to go from here.
But you still have all the feelings. She seems serious about having them for you.
Because their shared feelings are real, and I personally don't like this question. He clearly just stated a million times what he wants, why are we pressing him, and trying to make him change his answer. Respect what he just said to you. They head back inside, and Kenya says that cheating was a burden, but she has no regrets about coming.
Clap if you care. All right, let's move on.
She says that she is determined to prove that she's legit. I can't believe that this girl is trying to make herself seem as the victim for being the one who was cheating and being the one who was lying. I'm flabbergasted at the audacity. Kash says that they need to talk without the cameras, and that's where the building will start. Kenya says that she has nothing but time and patience and tells him to just come back to her.
Take all the time you need, just come back to me. Don't leave me hanging.
Again, I don't like this. I don't think that infidelity is a good thing to have in a relationship. I really don't believe that infidelity is a good thing to have at the beginning of a relationship. How do you go anywhere positive from here? If the foundation is shit, in my mind, the relationship's gonna be shit too. Kash and Kenya then agree to go on a date and the crew heads out. And Kamie tells them not to do anything that she wouldn't do, and she clarifies that the list is quite short.
It's a very short list.
You nasty girl. We're like this. Me and Kamie, like that. But in the car, Kamie says Kash wanted the crew to leave so he could simp as hard as he wanted to, and I personally just don't think that's the case. I really do feel like he felt violated, his boundaries were disrespected, so he doesn't even know if he wants anything to do with this girl. For whatever reason, Neve and Kamie weren't focusing so much on her infidelity and the lies and the ghosting and the manipulation. They were just focused on she is who she says she is, so y'all should be together, and that's wrong. I didn't like that at all. But in our 2-month follow-up, Kash says that he's been good and that things have not progressed at all with him and Kenya, which thank God for that. I really don't think that they would have worked well together just based on how everything went in the first 5 months of their relationship. They went on a date and it didn't go well because they were arguing, which again is a really bad sign for how to start off a relationship. And Kash admits that he wasn't able to get over her lying, and that's more than fair because how do you ever trust that person? It's like you need to monitor them. You need to be extra with them. Kenya says that she's good. She says that things went south, which yeah, because you're a liar and a cheater and a manipulator.
And I mean this with the most disrespect possible.
But she says that she had a deep connection with Kash, but things come and go. She says that she's single and wants to be single for a while, and I would bet big money that this girl tried to get back with her ex and the ex wouldn't have her either. But Neve ends the episode with a horrible pun.
Yeah, I think it was time to cash out that relationship.
And I truly wouldn't have it any other way. All right, besties, thank you so very much for watching. Make sure to like, make sure to comment, make sure to subscribe, and hit that bell notification so you're aware of every single time that I upload. Make sure to let me know your thoughts, your feelings, and your opinions about Miss Cheater, Liar, Manipulator Kenya in the comments below, because I would love to hear it. I'd also love to talk with you guys about why you think Neve and Kamie are more lenient on some cheaters than others, because sometimes they go really, really hard, and sometimes, like in this situation, it doesn't seem like they cared at all. So I want to know why you think that is. If there's another episode, another show that you would like to see me cover, make sure to drop it down in the comments below. Thank you so very much for being here. I appreciate you so deeply, and I'll see you in the next video.